Hello everyone, I'm the bollycritic. I bet it's a South Asian headache, so you don't need to. Right, first of all, apologies, many apologies. This has been a very long time coming, but I had to move to another country, as you can see from the background, and lack of software, and this and that. A lot of things came up. Moving to a new continent altogether in about a few weeks, but yada yada yada. But anyways, now back to reviewing Bollywood movies. This movie is a masterpiece. I mean, there's quite nothing been like it that I've seen. A movie that's deliberately made in a way that makes the room and Battlefield Earth and 10 times watching of the Independence Day watchable, watchable and enjoyable. But this movie is also very enjoyable in another way, and I honestly think they went out of the way to make it like this. Right. This movie came out in a glorious year, 1998. The same year you had Ghulam come out, starring Amir Khan and Rani Mukherjee, carried by Amir Khan in that movie. Right. This movie is called Gunda. It is made by Kanti Shah, who made a previous movie, in fact, the movie last year called Loha. And if anyone has seen the movie Loha and Gunda, you will know that they not only use pretty much the same set, they use pretty much the same, even down to the same dialogue writers. Only this time, someone really, made a big prank of the plot involved. Right. This movie, the main protagonist is Mithun Chakravarti, one of the most famed Bangladeshi-born West Bengal actors. And and I like to call him the Chuck Norris of West Bengal, but you don't get to see that much of it here. But you get to see a good amount. But before I start the review of the actual movie itself, let me show you a clip from Loha, just to show you what to expect. Now, keep in mind in this movie, in Gunda, there are a lot of penis innuendos and a lot of sex innuendos. I'll be counting each one of them, just to show you how many are there in the movie. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a very non-threatening Gunda.
तू हरामी कसाई है जो अपनी दौलत के लिए अपनी माँ की बोटी बोटी करके बेच डालेगा।
अरे भड़कता काहे को है? हुआ क्या?
हुआ क्या? अरे कौवे ने चील का चुम्मा लिया और चील ने चूहे का बच्चा पैदा किया।
क्या खिसके लिए क्या?
भूल गया क्या वो दिन? जब तू दिन में बूट पॉलिश और रात को तेल मालिश किया करता था। मवाली लोग तेरे को चिकना चिकना बोलकर तेरे पिछवाड़े हाथ फेरते थे। इससे पहले उनका हाथ गलत जगह पहुंचे, भाई ने तेरा हाथ पकड़ा, दादागिरी की चार चौपड़ी पढ़ाई, चाकू पकड़ना सिखाया, और तू पुलिस के साथ मिलकर मेरा ही पुलटू कर दिया। साला पटेली चड्डी पहनने वाला मेरी गद्दी पर बैठकर नोटों की गड्डी करने लगा।
हाँ तो फिर क्या करता मैं? तू साला दिन रात दारू पी के वो चंपाकली के गली में मूंगफली खाता फिरता था, और मैं साला यहाँ पुलिस की गाली और वो ठोकू दादा की गोली खाता था। क्या करता था मैं?
लुक्का भाई, बोले तो अपन इसको नीचे से छेद छोटा कर डाले क्या?
ए मुन्ना चुप।
अबे चल बे, इससे पहले मैं तेरे बाप की मुंडी इस तरह घसड़ घसड़ कर मारूंगा जैसे बंदर सांप को जमीन पर रगड़ रगड़ कर मारता है।
साला फकीरों का चेहरा लेके जुर्म के शहंशाह से लड़ने की कोशिश मत कर, वरना तेरी हालत उस खटमल जैसी होगी जो खून पीने के लिए खटिया के खांचे से दिन में बाहर निकलता है।
अबे चल बे, मैं धोबी घाट पे टूटेली खाट पे लिटा लिटा कर मारूंगा। ऐसी उल्टी पलटी करके मारेगा कि तू खून की उल्टी करके मरेगा।
अबे बुड्ढे, साला टूटा हुआ खंडर, अंडरवर्ल्ड का डॉन मैं हूं, एक कच लुक्का। मैं तेरा वो बुरा हाल करूंगा जो दिमक लकड़ी का और चिपकली मकड़ी का करती है। मैं तेरे पूरे खानदान को ऐसे छील डालूंगा जैसे कटने के बाद बकरे को छीलते हैं।
तू बकरे का दूध पी के अपने मूंछ के बाल उखाड़ते रहे, मैं चला तेरी गोल बस्ती पर कब्जा करने।
Now let me just show you how long the opening credits are of this masterpiece. Wow, it really shows you all you need to know about the movie. Not the protagonist, not the antagonist, just the people behind the scenes and Kanti Shah. We then see our first villain of the movie, who has like a small cameo. Right. He is introduced by this line.
कभी दुश्मनों को फाड़ा, कभी काटा, दिखने में तो तू नाटा, और तुहार नाम है लंबू आटा.
And this awkward, awful rhyming is actually a continuing theme of the entire movie. You know, just like it was in Loha. This guy is called Lambu Ata. Just means tall flower. I don't know what's the badass aspect of that name. Well, he has some problems with another villain of the movie, the main one, called Bulla.
बुल्ला! बुल्ला का नाम लेकर तूने मेरी खोपड़ी हिला दिया है, खड़ा कर दिया है मेरा.
Huh?
गुस्से से एक एक बाल खड़ा कर दिया.
Oh, it still counts.
साले को मैंने दूध पिला पिला कर पाला, लेकिन आज वो मेरी छाती चबाना चाहता है, मेरी छाती.
So, from this election speech, we conclude that Lambuata is going to take a shot at Bulla by sending him a warning.
अब बुल्ला देख, तेरा आदमी मेरे नाम की दुहाई देते हुए तेरे पास आएगा और चिल्लाएगा, बुल्ला 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 बुल्ला
Wait, you gotta see that. You went from an airport to a desert where it looks like it, to a desert with an excavator, to back to the airport, to this guy's crib. Alright, in the words of a Chicago rapper, Lyrical Threat, hashtag continuity? You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do the same shit. I'm gonna make transitions and teleport to different places without notice, without any transition whatsoever, and, you know, without any sense. It shouldn't make any sense, because this movie doesn't give a fuck about it, so I don't give a fuck about it. You just watch. This is Bulla, played by Mukesh Rishi.
मेरा नाम है बुल्ला, रखता हूँ खुल्ला.
Oh, by the way, you know, just to let you all know, if you're gonna watch the movie, this guy has an obsession, a fetish, if you will, with extending the last vowel of every word at the end of a phrase he says.
So it's a shouting match you want, eh? I'm beating you. I'll get all of the A's out of my body.
Also making a grand entrance is his posse.
मेरा नाम है चुटिया, अच्छों की खड़ी करता हूँ मैं खटिया.
मेरा नाम है पोते, जो अपने बाप के भी नहीं होते. लाशें इस तरह से टपकेगी जैसे नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चे की नुन्नी से पेशाब टपकता है.
मेरा नाम है इबू हटेला, माँ मेरी चुड़ैल की बेटी, बाप मेरा शैतान का चेला, खाएगा केला? हाँ, चुप।
Okay, from the past, when you talk about groups of fours, what comes up to mind? Maybe the Fantastic Four, Captain America and the Avengers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, hell, even the Four Horsemen from WCW. Woo! But believe me, this group of four, by far, how much I've seen, is the most unique and the most, in a way, absurd of them all. And in that regard, becomes, if not as memorable, close to as memorable as the ones I have mentioned just now. So, this group of four now conspire to take a shot back at Lambu Atta.
So here's the plan. One of Bulla's henchmen, Kala Shetty, kidnaps Lambu Atta's younger brother. Not named Totu Atta, but named Kundan, like a normal person. Right. And Bulla then decides to kill him. But not before...
मेरा नाम है बुल्ला और मैं रखता हूँ खुला। मेरा नाम है बुल्ला, मैं रखता हूँ हमेशा खुला।
And conveniently enough, just as Bulla and the Indian Fantastic Four leave the scene, Lambu Atta arrives. Okay, you have heard of many heartwarming and touching departing words. Just try this on for size.
देख, कुंदन मरने का नहीं, मगर मेरे पूछे मरने का नहीं। अगर तू मर गया तो मैं मजा किसके साथ करेगा? याद है तेरे को जब हम दोनों कोले थे? तू मेरे से ज्यादा चिकना था रे, तू मेरे से ज्यादा चिकना था। तू छोकरी पटा के लाता था और मैं मजे करता था। वरना नहीं, मैं बुल्ला को जीने नहीं दूंगा और तेरे को मरने नहीं दूंगा। तू मरना नहीं, मेरा भाई है, तू मरना। मेरा दम निकल रहा भाई। अरे नहीं, दम को पकड़ के रख मेरे भाई, दम को पकड़ के रख। याद है मेरा भाई कुंदन, वो धंधे वाली तेरे को याद है जो तेरे को बोलती थी, मेरे प्यारे चिकने कुंदन, लगाऊंगी तेरे को चंदन, पैरों के झूले में झुला के तेरे को पहुंचाऊंगी इस जहाज में लंदन। तेरे को याद है? ए कुंदन, अरे मर गया रे कुंदन। अरे
Well, let's just say enough said about that. Anyways, moving on. Lambu Atta's plan is now to rape and kill Bulla's sister.
मेरा नाम है लंबू आटा, साले को दूंगा मौत का चाटा।
लंबू आटा, मैं कहती हूँ छोड़ दे मुझे।
अरे तूने कांति शाह की पिक्चर लोहा नहीं देखी? उसमें एक डायलॉग है, छतरी होती है खोलने के लिए, चादर होती है ओढ़ने के लिए, और छोकरी होती है छेड़ने के लिए।
So Lambu Atta rapes the fuck out of Bulla's sister and kills her. And this news gets to Bulla by magic, I guess. Cause in Hindi movies, heroes and villains get the news of tragedy by magic, it seems. Now, Bulla comes to the corpse of his deceased little sister. Now, you thought the last departing words were bad. Check this one out.
तो तू मर गई? लंबू ने तुझे लंबा कर दिया? माचिस की तीली को खंबा कर दिया? अरे मेरे दिल में क्या क्या अरमान थे तेरे लिए। मैंने तो तेरे लिए 300 छोकरे देखे थे, वो भी एकदम चिकने। जो तुझे भाता वही तेरा पति बनता है, मगर तू तो कटेला गुर्दा यानी कि मुर्दा हो गई। आएंगे मुन्नी, तू देखना, तेरी चिता के शोले उसे मेरे पास जरूर लाएंगे, और तुझे जलाने के बाद हम लंबू को जलाएंगे।
Take that theme from Titanic. Take that theme from
Braveheart and that from The Last Mohican. This is how you do it.
So after the supposed funeral service of Bullah's little sister seemed to involve only 2 people, Bullah vows to take revenge on Lambuata.
Clearly, this guy went to the John Cena school for taking bumps.
Bullah basically tells Lambuata that it was the right move, you know, killing Bullah's sister. Because in gang wars, the value of the family members of gang leaders is nothing. But the problem was, Bullah's little sister got raped by Lambuata. Yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense. He doesn't explain anymore. So basically, after acting like sort of a badass, Lambuata pleads for his life. He says that, okay, you don't need to kill me, you just need to cut off my genitals, castrate me, and make me homosexual, and I'll dance for you all day and all night long.
टावेल बनकर तेरी कमर से लपट जाऊंगा, मेरे को मत मार। और अगर मारना ही है तो मेरे को छील छाल के मेरे छक्का बना दे, मैं साड़ी लपट कर डांस करूंगा।
बहुत हो गया डांस।
But Bullah kills Lambuata anyways. So after that, Tandia Bhai from Loha, who's now the politician who hired Bullah, said that, yeah, I gave you all that money, you killed Lambuata, but you know, when are you gonna kill the person that I want you to kill? And Bullah says that, okay, my man Kala Shetty, believe me, it means Black Shetty, yeah, the irony in that, he's gonna do the job for Bullah. So once this politician arrives at what looks like Parliament with an armed escort with policemen having guns, Kala Shetty, basically means Black Shetty, kidnaps or snatches away this politician from the armed escort, threatening the armed escort with a knife, and even kills the politician in front of the armed escort while they're just looking at this glorious scene.
He's got a sword! Hey, you idiots! We all got swords!
Once the policemen realize that, you know, they got a duty to do, they chase Kala Shetty, who runs to a chopper. Thought he had better clothes if he can afford a chopper. But he gets cut off by somebody. Turns out to be Mithun Chakravarti, the protagonist of this movie, who's called Shanker.
कौन है बे तू?
मैं हूँ जुर्म से नफरत करने वाला, शरीफों के लिए ज्योति, गुंडों के लिए ज्वाला।
तुझे बनाकर मौत के मुंह का निवाला, तेरे सीने में गाड़ दूंगा मैं मौत का भाला।
Wait, hold on a second here. All that rhyming.
मैं हूँ जुर्म से नफरत करने वाला, शरीफों के लिए ज्योति, गुंडों के लिए ज्वाला।
तुझे बनाकर मौत के मुंह का निवाला, तेरे सीने में गाड़ दूंगा मैं मौत का भाला।
बुल्ला, तूने खुल्लम खुल्ला लंबू आटे को मौत के तवे में सेक दिया, उसकी लाश को वर्ली के गटर में फेंक दिया।
रोटी होती है खाने के लिए और बोटी होती है चबाने के लिए। बादशाह की बहनों या फकीर की बेटी एक ना एक दिन आती है मर्द के नीचे बजाने के लिए सीटी। मेरा नाम है लंबू आटा, साले को देऊंगा मौत का चट। मेरे प्यारे चिकने कुंदन, लगाऊंगी तेरे को चंदन, पैरों के झूले में झुला के तेरे को पहुंचाऊंगी इस जहाज में लंदन।
I get it. This is a hip-hop movie, and a Bollywood hip-hop movie. I mean, wow, what is the chances? What are the odds? In 1998, Bollywood would go out and make a hip-hop movie without telling anybody about it. It is that intelligent. And it just so happens to be that I have the perfect person to review the first ever hip-hop movie made by Bollywood. So let's not wait any longer. Let's bring him right in. 10 Man!
Yeah, it's your boy the 10 Man, about to review some Bollywood hip hop right now. We're keeping it daisy, y'all.
मेरा नाम है बुल्ला, रखता हूँ खुल्ला। मेरा नाम है चुटिया, अच्छो भी खड़ी करता हूँ मैं खटिया।
मेरा नाम है पोते, जो अपने बाप के भी नहीं होते।
मेरा नाम है नींबू हटेला, माँ मेरी चुड़ैल की बेटी, बाप मेरा शैतान का चेला। खाएगा केला, खाएगा केला, खाएगा केला, खाएगा केला। चुप।
Right on. But I think my boy Manny Fresh got it down perfect about this crew and how they roll with this track.
House real big, cars real big, everything real big.
So after that freestyle battle, the police finally catch up to Kala Shetty. And then we've seen that Kala Shetty gets life in prison. Bulla promises to fight his case to the Supreme Court. And Kala Shetty says, you know, all your arrangements are fine, but you know, what's gonna happen to the guy who put me in jail? And Bulla says, you know, I'm gonna take care of him. We also find out that Shanker is actually the son of a policeman who's actually working for the police force. And just as a heads up, the police warned Shanker to be careful of Bulla and his gang. And wouldn't you know it, the very next scene, Shanker gets into a confrontation with Bulla and his gang. Right. See if something is striking about this.
Yep. Hip-hop movie. Not quite Walking with the Panther, but he gets the idea.
Okay, after this another freestyle battle, they just formally introduce and just walk away.
जब कुत्ते का पिल्ला खुद को शेर समझकर दहाड़ने लगता है ना, तो ये बुल्ला उसका नल्ला तोड़कर उसके हल्क में घुसेड़ देता है.
After that, we find out that Shankar's little sister called Geeta, who goes to meet a woman called Gunda for some reason, who's actually trying to get it on with Shankar, but to no avail. So Geeta advises Ganga to actually, you know, take it up a notch. And then Ganga decides, you know, she's gonna go all Holly Valance kiss up in this bit, and see if that works on Shanker.
बहुत हो गया डांस.
So after that, we see that Shankar had perhaps a bit too much to drink. And then we see that this movie tries to copy Aladdin, as in introducing a monkey as Shankar's sidekick, his Abu to his Aladdin, if you will. We also find out that the actual reason Shankar is not marrying Ganga is Indian cliche number XYZ, that a little sister has to get married first before the big brother can get married. We're then introduced to Lucky Chikna.
Man, what's up with these wrestling bootleg names, man? Kala Shetty, Ibu Hatela, and now Lucky Chikna?
Now, he has this guy who convinces good-looking women to marry him, but in the end comes home and makes him have sex with Lucky Chikna. Then we cut to a scene of Bulla having sex with his bottom bitch with a thunderous climax. Bottom bitch said that she's carrying Bulla's kid, and Bulla said, abort the kid or I'ma kill you. So after having sex, people generally smoke a cigarette. But Bulla, he's a man amongst all men. He wants to see a boxing match.
क्या आज बोर्ड पे बॉक्सिंग का मुकाबला है.
And then we cut to the
What? Again?
कोर्ट पे बॉक्सिंग का मुकाबला है।
What the fuck doesn't Bollywood get about boxing? It's such a legendary sport that's from the biggest names like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. What the fuck don't you get about boxing? Okay, even bare knuckle fighting, bare knuckle boxing. Do you know the difference between boxing and kickboxing? Between your hand and your leg? Do you get the difference?
So while in this boxing match, this guy sustains all the damage, but then manages to kill his opponent with Dusty Rhodes' bionic elbow hit a few times.
है कोई जो इस काले पहाड़ को लुढ़का सके?
See, there's another one. And wait, what was that name again?
जो इस काले पहाड़ को लुढ़का सके?
Kale Pahad? Black Mountain? Okay, Black Mountain?
Okay, we're sticking with that name. Alright, so Black Mountain gets his next opponent, but we see that Black Mountain is swatted like a fly by overacting brown douchebag. After that, Gunda tries again to get it on with Shanker, and this time it seems to work. So after that, we cut to Bulla's henchmen running amok in what would be their downtown, with some good stunt work done by the stunt doubles.
Man, these stunt doubles take better bumps than Salem. Somebody needs to show this to Mr. McMahon.
Shanker's dad comes in to try and stop the violence, but to no avail. Then, like any predictable Hindi movie, Shanker comes in and wreaks havoc on all the bad guys. And these are some athletic motherfuckers, man. I mean, you have people doing corkscrew drop kicks and shit.
Huh? Black Mountain?
No, it's another guy with really black skin. But he's a bit smaller, so we call him Black Hill. Black Hill tries, but you know, to no avail. Puts up a better fight than Black Mountain, but at least he doesn't die. Now, this report gets to Bulla, and Indian cliche number ABC, I'm gonna get back at you, I'm gonna harass your sister. And that's exactly what happens. So as Shanker's sister is being pretend raped, Gulshan comes in and tries to become a hero. And comes on to Shanker's sister with one of the weirdest, awkwardly timed lines.
तुमने मेरी इज्जत बचाई। तुम बहुत अच्छे हो।
तुम भी बहुत खूबसूरत हो।
So, predictably enough, we get another song, and then they get married, and then predictably enough goes to Bulla's house, the betrayal, hands Geeta over to Chutia, thunderous climax, and Chutia, after dry humping a sari, kills Geeta, drops her off in the woods. Monkey finds out, and Monkey takes Shanker to corpse. Chutia is still in the woods, probably masturbating, and you know, on his way home, runs home. Predictably enough, Shanker goes after Chutia. Policeman's there, so you know why the policeman's there. And this is more predictable than WWE Monday Night Raw at this point. Then we get a sad song. Daddy gets killed by another police officer, and Shanker shows up carrying the dad in a fireman's carry position, and shows up to Bullah's mansion.
Oh well, guess this middle part of the movie was kinda
boring. Right, but after this, Shanker gets really pissed off and serious, and now gives Bullah and his gang a warning that he has marked down when he's gonna kill somebody.
आज 1 तारीख है 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 बस.
So on the way back from cremating his dad, Shanker comes across an abandoned kid and eventually decides to adopt this kid. How nice. So naturally, first on the to kill list of Shanker is the man who married Geeta and betrayed her, the guy called Gulshan. We cut to Lucky Chickna's crib, where he's standing as the pimp amongst all his hoes, and one of them even got a complaint.
अरे वो साला 60 साल का बुढ़ा है, कुछ करता नहीं है, खाली बोलेगा चूस चूस मेरी उंगली चूस.
देख रंडे, धंधे पे बैठे तो बुढ़ा क्या जवान क्या छोटा क्या बड़ा क्या बैठा क्या खड़ा.
Bang on! Bang on! Okay, that's a good line.
जाके उधर बुड्ढे को ठंडा करके आ, कंप्लेन चाहिए ना यार.
After that, Shanker comes in and then beats up Lucky Chickna for a bit. Lucky Chickna runs away, and then for some reason Gulshan comes in, starting like Bret Hart a bit. Doesn't seem to see Shanker there, but gets caught anyways. Shanker kills Gulshan and then moves on to find Ibu Hatela. While Ibu Hatela is trying to get it on with this girl with no success, he finds himself in a graveyard and comes across Shanker. Yeah, but he got balls, yo. He will still drop his lines at the face of death.
मेरा नाम है इबू हटेला, माँ मेरी चुड़ैल की बेटी, बाप शैतान का चेला, खाएगा केला.
आज के बाद कोई तुझे इबू हटेला नहीं, इबू कटेला कहेगा.
क्या?
But after that, a bit of a chase scene, bit of Indian cliches, Ibu Hatela ends up being dead after a Hercules-type performance from Shanker.
He's got a cell phone. He can't afford a job. He got a cell phone.
So, with this potential stolen property, Shanker calls Bullah. And what is he doing? He's dancing, of course. And I challenge you to find a man as manly as this, that he is completely secure about his manhood, but still, he's dancing with a bunch of homosexuals.
हाँ शंकर बोल, आज मैं चुटिया के मर्द बनने की खुशी में जश्न मना रहा हूँ.
What? You're dancing with homosexuals to celebrate the day your little brother became a man?
Then we get another confrontation, this time between Bullah and Pote against Shanker.
दादा बाप के बाप को कहते हैं, और मैं हूं तुम सबका बाप. ऐसा बाप जो हरामी औलादों को मारने के लिए दी हुई तारीखों का इंतजार करता है.
उन तारीखों के आने से पहले मैं तुम्हारी जिंदगी का कैलेंडर फाड़ दूंगा.
Okay, good comeback.
हमारे सामने तुम्हारी वही औकात है जो कैंची के सामने कपड़े की होती है.
Yep, another one. Man, this guy's underrated in this movie.
So after that, Shanker goes home in a mood of not talking to anybody really. his girl comes in and says that, you know, why don't you go find out who the parents of this kid is? Her friend saw Lucky Chickna drop him off in the garbage can once. You should have opened your mouth earlier, girl. You should have told me this earlier.
मेरे बिना जीने की आदत डालो.
Okay, enough. Stupid ass songs in the worst possible times. In fact, I think Bulla summed it up very well what I think about this whole situation about songs and dance numbers in very inappropriate times. Take it away, Bulla.
There was some tension brewing between the politician and Bulla and Chutia. So, amidst this, Bulla contemplates on killing the politician. And during this time, the politician actually gives Shanker a warning.
First he stole a cell phone, now he stole a jacket and shade. What the fuck you think he is, man? Indian Arnold Schwarzenegger looking motherfucker.
Okay. Not focusing too much on that. Shanker says he's gonna kill this politician as well. Then we see the politician moving with armed escorts. But from the previous example we've seen, that armed escorts and politicians usually don't mesh well in this movie. And Shanker at this point uses his Terminator 2 skills to actually get the politician out of the car. And then after a cliche chase, the politician ends up dying. But Shanker's caught anyways and sentenced to life in jail. Later that night, we find out that Shanker escaped from jail and then went back to his girl. He tells his girl that he knows who killed his dad. It was Inspector Kale.
जानती हो गंगा, मेरे पिताजी को किसने मारा?
नहीं.
इंस्पेक्टर काले ने.
What? The fuck is up with you people? And, you know, your degradation of the black color. Like, everything evil in your eyes has to be signified with black? I mean, first you had Black Shetty, then you have Black Mountain, now you have Inspector Black? Why? Just because they're villains? Man, fucking... God damn, man. Fucking...
हमें काले हैं तो क्या हुआ दिल वाले हैं हमें काले हैं तो क्या हुआ दिल वाले हैं.
See, there's another example how prominent it's been in Bollywood with color racism. You fair and lovely guzzling motherfuckers, man.
Chop.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
So Inspector Kale knows that, you know, Shanker's coming after him. So what he does is call Shanker out, you know, to a straight up fight.
Get ready for the next battle.
So after an attempted ambush and a very comical fight, which, believe me, you guys will have to see this for yourself, Inspector Kale predictably ends up dying at the hands of Shanker. This news gets to Bulla and Chutia, and now they think they gotta take action. They gotta take out Shanker before Shanker gets to them. So Bulla prepares an ambush for Shanker. And what happens, you might ask? Nothing. Shanker just runs away. Why? Because this is a Hindi movie.
So Shanker's girl actually presses him again to look around for Geeta II's daddy, reminding him that it was Lucky Chickna who dropped Geeta II in the trash in the first place. So Shanker decides to maybe take a detour and pay Lucky Chikna a visit. And predictably enough, what do we get? Oh, nothing much. A ridiculous setup, a fight scene, and the death of a villain. But we also get some exposition from the villain before he dies, saying that Gita II is actually the child of Bulla and Hasina. Hasina having committed suicide.
मैं इसको बुल्ला तक पहुंचाऊंगा तो बुल्ला मेरा नल्ला ही काट डालेगा। लक्की चिकना।
So this news gets to Bulla and Chutia, and it seems that their companion Pote is actually on the run by ship. So Pote instructs his well-armed escort of 2 people to keep an eye out for Shanker on the dock and to shoot him on sight.
आओ मेरे साथ।
Once Shanker single-handedly takes care of Pote's armed escort, he chases after Pote and ends up trapping him on a bridge. Now Pote goes into his fallout routine, trying to win him over with speech and charisma. But unfortunately, he doesn't have enough of those skills, so ends up dying. So this news now reaches the ears of Chutia and Bulla, and now they decide to take drastic action. And kids, what do you mean by drastic action? It means they're gonna attack the woman attached to your enemy, and that's exactly what they do. They go after Gunda.
क्योंकि मेरा नाम है बुल्ला और रखता हूं हमेशा खुला। छोड़ दे मुझे, छोड़ दे मुझे, छोड़। अरे छिनाल, खाएगी नाल, शंकर की रखेल, हमको अंजाम सिखाएगी।
But in the end, they end up killing Gunda. And just as our Bollywood script would say, the hero comes just in time for Gunda to reveal who killed her, but enough time given for the villains to escape. But it seems like Chutia has maybe read the spoilers of the movie and is skeptical, because he thinks that Shanker might drop any time and kill him. So he devises that, he's gonna hide somewhere while Shanker actually goes to kill Bulla. So following his ingenious plan, Chutia goes to hide in the bathroom, but to no avail. Shanker ends up killing Chutia by castrating him. And as Bulla comes in to use the toilet, he finds out that, his little brother Chutia is gone. Now, it wouldn't be a death scene with Bulla involved without a completely out of place line.
अरे, अभी तो तेरी ट्यूब में लाइट ही आया था, और शंकर ने तेरा फ्यूज उड़ा दिया।
Now, Bulla is really pissed off, and he's calling Shanker out to the final battle.
मेरा नाम है बुल्ला। शंकर, अब तेरे सीने में ठोकूंगा मैं मौत का किल्ला।
So Shanker calls out Bulla for the final battle to Kali Maidan.
अब अगर हिम्मत है तो काली मैदान में आ।
Are you kidding me right now? Blackfield? You gotta put black in there as well?
मैं आऊंगा शंकर, मेरा नाम है बुल्ला, मैं रखता हूं हमेशा खुला।
So Bulla arrives with his escort of lethal auto rickshaws, while he himself is holding a machine gun in one hand, standing like the motherfucking man. And Shanker arrives in a stolen car, which apparently looks better than Bulla's car to some people. You know what, this is getting ridiculous now, so I'm just gonna cut it short at the moment. Then they exchange some dialogues, and
मैं तेरी अर्थी उठा दूंगा शंकर, क्योंकि मेरा नाम है बुल्ला और रखता हूं हमेशा खुला।
Shanker dodges the fire, takes out another stolen property, seems to be a hip-mounted rocket launcher, takes out a lot of the lethal auto rickshaws, aka a video game, and then Shanker gets into melee fighting. Using this distraction, Bulla retreats possibly to strategize something else. And what is he strategizing? He comes back with Gita II in his arms, saying that if Shanker doesn't stop, Bulla's gonna kill the kid. Shanker tells Bulla that it is actually Bulla's kid that he'll be killing. Bulla says like, I don't give a fuck. I fuck women day in and day out. And I got a lot of kids out there. You like this kid? Here you go. And now Shanker is defenseless while holding the kid in his hand as Bulla tries to beat the shit out of him. And then the monkey arrives. And Shanker, like the most responsible adult you can find, tosses the kid to a monkey.
Catch it!
In the ass! Oh, now he's put it down! Oh my goodness!
Shanker and Bulla get to fighting again. They end up at another location. And, cliche enough, Shanker ends up killing Bulla. And then we get the credits of the movie, saying who was in the movie. Saying that, oh, did you like this movie? Wasn't that a great movie? By the way, all these people are in it. How nice.
So that was Gunda. And what to say? It is, in a way, a true masterpiece of really how deliberately bad and deliberately awkward and unintentionally funny a Bollywood movie can be. And I mean, the movie producer tried to make something like Loha. You can kind of see it in this, with those attempts at memorable one-liners, but didn't quite pull it off. But still, a memorable movie nonetheless. So I hope you enjoyed this review of perhaps one of the most iconic movies in Bollywood history. I'm the bollycritic. I bear the Bollywood headache, so you don't need to.